Well, good evening and welcome to Luger Field here on the campus of Gonzaga University for tonight's matchup between the Gonzaga University Bulldogs and UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara coming into tonight's match with an overall record of 1-2. The Zags 0-4. Both teams looking for a bit of a momentum builder. Last time out for the Zags traveled to the East Coast to take on Marist and Fairleigh Dickinson. Dropped both of those matchups, but did score a goal in each. We're taking a look at UCSB right now. Starting lineup for the Gauchos: Ben Roach, Hunter Ashworth, William Gillingham, Noah Billingsley, Kea Fabretti, Ignacio Taia, Rodney Michael, Saeed Conte, Amaya Muntari, and Thibaut Candia are the starters for UCSB. For the Zags, Cole Ravenio, Mark McIntosh, Johnny Hanson, Garrett Wilson, Quinn Liebman, Theo O'Malley, Frankie Lukovic, Nathaniel Tolton, Demetrius Kagea, Isaiah Jackson, and Johan Garibay round out the starting lineup for the Zags. As I mentioned earlier, both teams in need for a bit of a momentum swing. The Zags coming into tonight's matchup 0-4, dropped their only home matchup a couple of weeks ago. And just waiting for things to get underway here at Luger Field. Last time out here at Luger Field, Cole Ravenio had an absolutely beautiful free kick from distance. And you're taking a look here at goalkeeper Johan Garibay. Just about set to get things underway. It'll be Will Bainham tossing it back. Played back to Garibay. Tim Von Stieg, the head coach for UCSB in his 21st season at the helm. McIntosh looking for Lukovic over on the sideline. Just played out there. Ashworth up the line to Taichia. Just a little bit too far there for Tolton to handle. Rodney Michael was quick to jump on that one. Back to Michael. It's Thibaut playing it back. And that one's out of play. Jackson will take the throw in. Wilson plays it across to Hanson. O'Malley couldn't handle it cleanly. Hanson back up forward looking for Kagea there. White shirts swarming all over UCSB here. Lukovic plays it off for McIntosh. McIntosh moving forward, flips over the defender's legs there. That was Ashworth, and McIntosh boots it well wide. Looked like the Gaucho defender got his leg out there. O'Malley plays it across. Light work for Ashworth. Tosses it back to his keeper. Ben Roach, sophomore goalkeeper out of Santa Barbara, playing for the hometown squad. Wilson goes up for the header, wins it away from Bainham. Fabretti up to Montari. Taechia back to Ashworth. Michael. And a nice job by freshman Cole Ravenio to win that one away from Rodney Michael. Billingsley crosses. And that one's cleared away by Tolton. Kagea looking for it. Decided better than to go up against Ashworth there. Kagea now with space ahead of him. He's got 4 UCSB defenders back though, and just muscled off the ball there by Kaya Fabretti. Tolton now plays it down. Not a whole lot of smooth play through the midfield so far for either team. Bit of a sense of desperation from both squads here, looking for that important win to vault them a little bit more forward for momentum. Zags really needing one here. Fabretti plays it forward to Muntari. And Jackson plays it out. It'll go out for a corner kick. Gauchos earning their first corner of the game. Muntari now, after it was played short, goes across. Knotted down by Billingsley, but not dangerous. And UCSB will regather. Fabretti here. Taechia. That was good defense there by Wilson. Knocking it away from Bainham. Candia. Back to Fabretti. Ravenio and O'Malley together winning that one away. UCSB dominating possession here early. A decent idea there from Hunter Ashworth. Good news coming across the wire from Kansas State. The Zags getting the win over K-State 3-2. That's a final there in Kansas. Zags on a bit of a road trip there for the women. They'll be playing Nebraska on Sunday afternoon. Muntari trying to get his way around Jackson here. Muntari flips that left over, headed down by Conte, and played away by Ravenio. 3 Zag defenders around the ball, but UCSB maintains control. Cross coming in, cleared away by Jackson once again. Taichia now. Kagea. Zags had numbers there for a second, tried pulling away for a breakaway. Candia moving forward for Ashworth, and as you can hear, the official saying that Ashworth committed the foul first. Garibay here for the goal kick. Muntari back to Conte. And the Gauchos will reset once again. Michael. Ashworth across. Zags trying to press the Gauchos here. Higher up, UCSB seeing a lane on the right-hand side, but a poor pass. Too much for Michael to handle. Ravenio steals it away and will draw the foul. Rodney Michael again guilty of that foul call. Zags have had more shots on goal than their opponent in 3 out of their 4 matches this season and have taken more corner kicks in 2 of those matches. Joe Corner leading the team with 4 shots on goal, followed by Mark McIntosh with 3 and 5 others with 2 total shots on goal. As I mentioned earlier, rookie Cole Ravenio's goal against Sacramento State was the first of his collegiate career. An absolute beauty. About 20, 23 yards out. UCSB started off the season pretty hot, winning their first 2 exhibition matchups against Westmont and Loyola Marymount, common West Coast opponent for the Zags. And they won their season opener against UNLV in double overtime, 2-1. And then dropped a matchup against number 16 Virginia Tech, 3-1. And they lost to Cal, 3-0. Taichia now forward to Candia. Candia's got room, finds Muntari on the left-hand side. Oh, what a great tackle there by Garrett Wilson, playing it down for Muntari. And a cross that wasn't really much of a challenge there for Garibay to handle. Ravenio. Looking down the left-hand side, turns on the Jets just a little bit, finds O'Malley. He's got Lukovic in front of him. Instead, chooses Ravenio on the left-hand side. Ravenio slides it across and wins himself a corner kick. Tackled out by Gillingham that time. And it'll be O'Malley to take the corner here. Zags sending about 4 or 5 forward here. I think that's 6 now. Looking at the short corner with McIntosh. That one crossed in, played down. And it'll be Liebman to win the ball away, send it all the way to Jackson. Jackson has been that last defender on corner kicks for several of the matchups for the Zags, with his closeout speed really there to limit the opportunity for the opponent to break away with the counter. Slow, easy control here from the Gauchos. They have controlled possession all throughout the matchup. Bainham now back to Fabretti. Candia tried to flick. Lukovic. It's off of him there. And Gauchos ball once again. Lukovic trying to win it away. And Candia is going to be called for the foul. Garibay will take this one. Gonzaga got a goal each from Mark McIntosh and Theo O'Malley in their last road trip to New York. McIntosh scoring in the Marist matchup and O'Malley at Fairleigh Dickinson. Redshirt freshman Johan Garibay has played all 360 minutes for the Zags here to start the season off. He's played pretty well. Just has faced a bit of an onslaught from some of the attacks. Zags held their own at Marist, though. And Fairleigh Dickinson scoring first in both of those matchups. Official just trying to make sure that everything calms down just a little bit. Muntari now here on the left-hand side, looking across, played down by Wilson, and punched away by Garibay. Candia ran into that one as Tolton was clearing. And it'll be Zags ball once again. Man, Muntari has some jets. Good deflection there by Wilson, though, to make sure that Garibay could handle it. Jackson all the way down the line. Kagea's one-on-one with his defender. He's got jets, but he's not that fast. Off Ravenio's head all the way to Johnny Hanson. Hanson, a freshman defender out of Lincoln, Nebraska. .6'2", 185 for Hanson. Earned a starting gig right away. Gauchos going down the right-hand side this time. It's Conte. Ran over his partner there, Billingsley, in the corner. And they'll reset and look for the left-hand side again. Kagea thought he had a breakaway there, but Gillingham slid down. Bit of a complaint to the official right here. Beautiful moonrise here in Spokane, Washington, a full moon. That's Lukovic across the middle trying to dribble through four defenders. Taichia. Jackson. Back across to Tolton. Tolton, a senior midfielder out of Burien, Washington. Hanson working back with Ravenio. Ravenio just trying to close down the angle here and gives Hanson just enough time to work back. Ravenio now trying to dribble out of it against Billingsley. Candia, this time on the right-hand side. Ashworth. Knocked away by Liebman there, and Hanson once again will play it forward. Ravenio. Looking for a cross. Kigea gives a thumbs up. But Lukovic puts his arm in the air saying, where was that going to? Lukovic in his second year with the Zags out of Millbrook, New York. Part of the Shattuck St. Mary's contingent for the Zags. And that'll go out for a goal kick. Muntari here. Teachia. Bainham now across to Candia. Candia, realizing nobody was there on the right-hand side, is going to hustle to work his way back. O'Malley's pass cut off by Billingsley. And a tackle from behind against Kagea, and that'll be an easy call for the official. Free kick for the Gauchos. And a little tackle there by Hanson on the left-hand side, and the Gauchos will draw yet another free kick. 21 minutes in here at Luger Field. Zags and Gauchos tied 0-0. Jackson and Kagea there will be in the wall. Candia and Teachia. Allen's headed down by Wilson, not quite out though. Billingsley turns the corner. Kagea flicks it out to McIntosh. And McIntosh runs into Muntari, and there's no foul given there. Fabretti. Ashworth. Teachia. Teachia puts Lukovic down on the floor there for just a quick second. Gillingham. Played forward by Wilson, knocked down. And Ravenio flips it up and out of bounds. Not a whole lot of attack for either team. The Gauchos have had a bit more of an opportunity when it comes to strong attacking chances. They've had a couple crosses go across the goal mouth, courtesy of Muntari. This time it'll be Fabretti, turns, and again, easy work for Garibay. Already the second of just 5 home games here in the 2019 season for the Zags. They took on Sacramento State last week. And obviously tonight's matchup against UCSB. And they won't be home again until October 19th when they take on San Francisco. That's almost, well, it's more than a full month from now. WCC schedule, still a couple of games away for the Zags as well. They've got 3 more non-conference matchups at Cal Poly, at Cal Baptist, and at UC Irvine. Wilson flings this one away. Teachia. Candia. UCSB poking and prodding, but the Zags not giving in. Lukovic. McIntosh saying go down the right-hand side, but he chooses to feed O'Malley. O'Malley's got Kagea open on the right. Plays it forward to Jackson. And that one's played out by Muntari. Kagea not willing to launch himself forward there. Didn't see that the break was on and took his time. Was looking for a little bit more of a controlled attack there from the Zags. Jackson now forward for Lukovic. Played up. Sky ball there by Taichia. Wilson a violent header there. And Muntari wins it away once again. That's Michael there playing it back. Billingsley now. Cuts across the middle. Billingsley taking on 3 defenders there. He's got an attacker forward. It's Bainham. Rodney. And a shot by Conte. Well high and wide. 26 minutes in here at Luger Field. All square between the Zags and the Gauchos. Taking a look at UCSB's upcoming schedule. They'll be on the road at Oregon State next. And then they'll have a home matchup against Seattle and UMBC. The Cinderella favorites from the NCAA men's basketball tournament a couple of years ago. And the Retrievers really are a dominant force over there on the East Coast. Made it to the College Cup just a couple of years ago. So that'll be a great matchup for the Gauchos. Tackled away by O'Malley. And the Zags will win the throw-in here. And UCSB rounds out their non-conference schedule with a few more matchups. They're taking on Pacific, Stanford, San Diego, and Cal Poly. Liebman back to Hanson. Muntari, and slide tackle there for Tolton. Liebman now to Jackson. Lukovic and Kagea playing within yards of each other. Kagea, nice little bit of footwork there. Candia. And he's dragged down by Lukovic and clipped the boot there with his backside of Lukovic. Both players down on the turf. Lukovic trying to plead his case that Candia was hooking him. And it looked like both players kind of got their arms around each other. Candia, nice little professional fall there. Ashworth. Down the left-hand side for Muntari against Jackson. We've seen this matchup before. Muntari wins it. All the way over, played down by Conte. Gillingham. Billingsley over to Fabretti. And Fabretti plays it out. No subs for either team here. Gauchos don't even have anybody getting warm yet. Zag sending a couple down their side to start getting warm. Joe Corner being one of those options, and a violent whistle there, saying that the studs were getting a little too close for comfort. Not quite a yellow card, but getting there. Hanson will play it back to Wilson. Yep, Cam Bain and Joe Corner now getting warm on the left-hand side. Raveno thought that was going to get played down and chose not to run it all the way out. A little bit of confusion there between the center official and Kaya Fabretti. Tayachia looking for the cross. Candia not quite there. And neither was Will Bainham. Johan Garibay quick to grab that one away from the attackers. Conte all the way over to Tayachia. Ashworth. Bainham played it forward but had nobody there. O'Malley just plays it out of bounds. 32 minutes in. You're watching the WCC Network on Stadium. Beautiful night in Spokane, Washington here. Full moon rising over the mountains in the distance. O'Malley to McIntosh, plays it forward to Raveno, and Raveno couldn't quite have the break, just played it off the outside of his right boot. And we're going to see our first substitution for either squad here. It'll be Carter Clemmensen, a sophomore forward out of Paradise Valley, making his way onto the field for Will Bainham. And we're seeing Cam Bain getting set at the touchline as well to make his way in. Muntari couldn't quite turn the corner on that turf, and Jackson wins the ball away. And Bain will make his way onto the pitch to replace Kagea. Kagea slow trot off. Jackson. Bain. Muscled away from that one by Fabretti. Candia. Forward to the substitute. First touch for Clemmensen. Lukovic, Tolton. Bain, Tolton. Looking for Bain forward. And that'll be offside from Thibaut Candia. Coming all the way back from an offside position. Wilson here, plays it forward. O'Malley plays it off the chest, but couldn't control it. It's Clemmensen. And two Zag defenders there running into each other, Ravenio and Hanson. Candia plays it forward from Muntari, and Garibay slides forward. Garibay plays it on the ground here for Lukovic. He's got space, turns. Defended by Conte. Liebman forward to O'Malley. And O'Malley couldn't handle that one either. Billingsley down the right-hand side. Billingsley lays it off. Michael to Candia. Muntari. Muntari with a strike just wide to the right. Frankie Lukovic making sure that his fellow teammates aren't messing up those simple passes. Muntari certainly has been one of the more active Gauchos here early on. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. Easy call for the official there. Bain got an elbow to his back. Ravenio here, plays it forward, looking for Lukovic, but the keeper, Ben Roach, quick to pull it down and send it out to Muntari. Great slide tackle there by the redshirt senior Quinn Liebman to save that breakaway. Wilson plays it back to McIntosh. And Hanson now looking for his options. Tolton. Zags Koopa Fernandez in as well. Freshman defender out of Kailua Kona. Another one of the Shattuck St. Mary's products for the Zags. Number 24 there on the field. Ball played across. Hanson. And just kicked out of bounds there by Cole Raveno. Another substitution here for the Gauchos. It'll be Finn Ballard McBride. The freshman out of Sydney, Australia, went to Newington College. He'll replace Rodney Michael for the Gauchos. McIntosh, Raveno. Raveno looking at his options, knocks it down. It's back to McIntosh, plays it forward to Fernandez. UCSB pleading for an offside. Raveno earns the corner for the Zags, just their second of the matchup. It'll be Lukovic on the corner here for the Zags. Lukovic plays it forward. Wilson tried to get ahead on it. Played a bit too far back. Bain now to Liebman, and Liebman with a sloppy left-footed touch. That'll be one away by Candia. Nothing there, says the official. Candia going up against Wilson a whole lot stronger. It's Will Nichols in the center for this matchup. Wilson to McIntosh. McIntosh with the cross. Handled easily by Roach. Roach going quick again. Teachia on the left-hand side. That one knocked down by Clemmensen. Clemmensen with the right boot, but Garibay quick to collect that one as well. Just 3.5 minutes remaining here at Luger Field. Hanson to Raveno. Oh, and McIntosh got cleared out. That might be a card here coming for Saeed Conte. Yeah, just went straight through the middle there. Headed down by Lukovic. It's Jackson trying to win that one away. Fernandez in the middle. Lost control. Oh, and a wonderful tackle there by Liebman. That's his second of the night. Ball given away to Candia once again. He's got Clemmensen in front of him, and that one knocked down by Tolton. Lukovic to McIntosh. McIntosh with plenty of space over there on the right-hand side. Conte again goes in for a tackle from behind. This one's clean, though. Teachia. Up to McBride. McBride plays it across. And the officials say that it's a corner kick. Clemmensen did well there, fighting for the ball. Here, Liebman there in the middle, shouting for energy from his defenders. Montari is the one going back to take this kick. Montari. Ravenio. Ravenio getting into a little bit of a tussle there with Ashworth. Ashworth was quick to shake that one off. And might be a break here for Bain. Bain 1-on-5. Waiting for Lukovic to catch up with him. The cross, just a bit too far for Lukovic to handle, but he's still going to try to shove Billingsley off of him. Billingsley wins it forward, looking for Clemmensen. Headed down by Wilson with 13 seconds left. Bain can't get to that one. Played out by Ashworth. And that'll do it here for the first half at Luger Field. Zags and Gauchos tied 0-0. You're watching the WCC Network here on Stadium. Stay tuned for second half action at Luger Field coming up next.
The King's Speech. The Three Stooges.
Every team is a bit of a rebuild, but the talent on this team is exceptional. Our girls have a chip on their shoulder, and so this schedule, you know, I don't know how we're going to navigate it, but we know that each and every game that shows up, it's like another chance to show the country, hey, that we're for real.
We love how tough it is. We love being able to compete with the top teams in the nation. We want to compete with the best because we believe that we can stand with the best because we are also the best.
We took the team on a foreign trip to France this year, which was great. We got some training sessions in. We got some matches in. We're obviously, because of that, a little ahead of where we normally would be, I think, tactically, and in terms of togetherness.
Everyone's been super excited, even the locker room, come out to training. Like, we're like 10, 15 minutes early, which is so cool.
We'll be fresh, we'll be talented, we'll be able to create chances and hopefully score, you know, 2 or 3 goals a game or more. That's our goal right now.
The thing I'm most excited for this season with this team is just the culture that we have. We have gotten really close to the freshmen, and the senior class has done a really good job of just taking their time to get to know them.
You know, really excited about this season, this time of year, but we've got a great experienced and mature team coming back, giving them the green light to go at defenders and get off our crosses and our shots and our touches in the box. So we just hope to be a better attacking team this year.
That's the angle to cross. Santos pushes through it. Santos gets the goal for St. Mary's within the last 5 minutes of regulation.
Cantor having a very good season so far. Gonna put it down. And another service ace, back to back. Dug out by Edwards, and it's 3 in a row. They find her in 4 in a row. And Cantor is on fire right now.
His run as he plays it outside for Robertson. A good cross to the middle. A header, and what a save! To the upper corner and snagged away as the Mustangs are denied.
This time it's Ravenio, though! Bends it into the left corner of the goal, and Ravenio ties it up!
The junior looking to put the Dons up front. She does. San Francisco 1, the Aztecs 0, 80th minute.
Engelbrechtsen with the attack. Inside, good ball. Spielik with a shot, and right down the middle. Goes low this time, and the Gales make it 2-0. Jakob Spielik.
Mint Heffer. Heffer with the left foot puts it inside the 18. A header from Planella to the back of the net, and it's a Torero goal.
It's easy to see the ending and think the road there is inevitable. It's not. And that's why Gonzaga education matters. This is where you'll launch adventures, challenge each other, celebrate a little, or a lot, and truly understand the world around you. These are the experiences that will define you. This is the place your purpose will unfold. Greater things await you at Gonzaga University.
Couldn't find a 6.
Yeah.
What kind of Operation Fentanyls runner is there? 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Thank you.
Gonzaga women's soccer team is back in the field on Friday, September 20th. At Minneapolis to host the Idaho State Bengals. Night volleyball kicks off their West Coast Conference play. They host BYU on Thursday, September 26th, at 6 p.m. at the Martin Center. Men's soccer team spends Cleveland Field. West Coast Conference action as they host San Francisco Dons on Saturday, October 19th at 7 p.m. More information about upcoming Gonzaga athletic events. Gonzaga.com.
What is our way? Our way is unrelenting. Imposing as the mountaintops to our east, strong as the ocean to our west. Our way is forward, challenged by past achievement, expecting future success. Our way is committed, devoted, passionate. Our way fuels us to be different, to be inspired, to have faith in each other. What is our way? Our way is West.
The WCC made history this summer. 2 Gonzaga basketball players were taken in the first round of the NBA draft, and Conference Player of the Year, Rui Hachimura, became the first Japanese player to be taken in the first round.
Hachimura, 4-3, no look, Rui, left hand,
With the 9th pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Rui Hachimura from Toyama, Japan, and Gonzaga University.
I mean, it's crazy. It's unreal. It means a lot for me, my family, and whole my country. You know, I'm so thankful. Yeah.
Look out! Oh my goodness, the rim! You kidding me, Roxy? Brandon Clark.
With the 21st pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Brandon Clark from Vancouver and Gonzaga University.
Wow, you know, it was just so much work and just so much trust in like myself and my teammates and my coaches that I've had. So I'm just really grateful for, you know, all that stuff that happened to me.
And a few weeks after the draft, NBA Summer League in Vegas took center stage. 10 former WCC Hoops stars suited up for NBA teams, including the tournament's MVP, Brandon Clark.
So what's the Summer League experience been like for you so far, Frankie?
It's been awesome. I'm playing with a great team, a great group of guys, and learning a lot from our coaching staff, and the game's just slowing down for me each and every game, and the more minutes I get, so I'm really enjoying it.
It prepares me a lot. You know, everybody in the WCC is really competitive. You know, they're scouting, taking their time, have a game plan when they're going against you.
You're chasing this dream, and you have one shot to do, you know. You got to give it your best shot right now, so it's not really time to rest. Really good level competition. Everyone's, you know, trying to make the NBA, and so the minutes are hard to come by, and the competition is really good.
There's more spacing for sure, but that's honestly good so far. I mean, it feels almost easier than college basketball playing in the summer league. But you know, I'm sure that it'll get picked up more playing against better athletes. But you know, as of right now, it's been fun.
It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Guys are a lot of fun. Coaches are all great, teaching me a lot of good things, and so I'm really happy that I'm here.
I think that it's something that's definitely different since last year, and I've been really enjoying it this time around. So you know, it's something that hopefully I can keep getting better at, and we'll see what happens.
It's big time. You know, it's what the NBA is about. You know, you're in Vegas. You know, so there's obviously the temptations there. But you're here with a new group of guys, and you're trying to figure out how I can make impact in the game. Just go, go, go. But I mean, that's what you live for. That's what you want to play basketball for. You know, no days off. I'm embracing it, man. It's good time to be alive.
It's easy to see the ending and think the road there is inevitable. It's not. And that's why Gonzaga education matters. This is where you'll launch adventures, challenge each other, celebrate a little, or a lot, and truly understand the world around you. These are the experiences that will define you. This is the place your purpose will unfold. Greater things await you at Gonzaga University.
Back here live at Luger Field on the campus of Gonzaga University. Zags and Gauchos set to kick off here for the second half. Taking a look at goalkeeper Johan Garibay for the Zags, about to get ready. Demetrius Kagea ready to kick things off. Scoreless draw here to start, 0-0. Taking a look at some first half stats, UCSB leads on the shot category 5-1, but just one shot on goal. 2 corners each for both squads, 6 fouls for the Gauchos and just 4 committed by the Zags. One play was called offside for the Zags, or rather for UCSB. McIntosh strikes and saved down by goalkeeper Ben Roach. Way to pull the trigger there from Mark McIntosh. McIntosh here, and corner called for the foul against Billingsley. UCSB once again here with possession. Muntari muscled off there by Jackson. Wilson across, a little bit of a dangerous decision there, and Garibay left with nothing but to play that one out of bounds. Muntari, and shoved down by Jackson. That was a light fall there from Muntari, but really that was a foul. Yep, straight into the back. And it'll be Jackson and Kagea in the wall here. The official saying that he'll back up the wall by 10 yards. Teachia plays it forward, headed down by Ashworth. Big scramble there in the box, and the Zags are able to clear. Fabretti plays it back to Roach. And we'll take another look at that scramble here when the ball goes out of play. Conte. Clemmensen turns the corner. Great angle there, shut down by Garibay. Muntari off the side of the post. Garibay did really well there to work his way outside the cage cut down the angle for Clemmensen. Watch him take a couple of steps there. Corner here, takes the shot, and that one's off the post. Kagea plays it back to Lukovic. Zags still have numbers here. UCSB working their way back now. McIntosh to Ravenio. Ravenio crosses. Miscommunication there, and that's almost a no-goal. Corner now. Headed down by Lukovic, and that won't go. Lukovic playing it from the ground, and that one's played out. And goalkeeper Ben Roach screaming at his defense. Oh, it was a comedy of errors there. Lukovic across to McIntosh. He's gotten a couple of strikes off here. McIntosh challenging hard there, and it's Conte who played it away. And it'll be back in possession of the Gauchos. Jackson wins it away. Tolton. Lukovic just lost footing there. And look at this opportunity. Corner right off the post. Kagea played it back, and what an opportunity there for the Zags missed. Ravenio throws an elbow into his defender there. That's McBride. Gillingham here on the right-hand side. Gets to Clemmensen. And that one's played out of bounds by Johnny Hanson. Garibay encouraging his defenders there. It'll be Thibaut Candia here to play this one in. Zags playing a zone defense. Candia playing in, headed down by Wilson. Again, Wilson getting high up there, playing it down. Candia with the left foot across. Liebman couldn't handle. And it's back to Conte. Conte, a nice little chip forward. That's McBride. McBride forward, and Garibay, easy work. Once again, two hands on that one, and he'll clear it. Hanson forward to Kagea. And just an unlucky bounce there. Fabretti across to Candia. They're still going to keep moving it. Teachia now. Muntari. Candia being defended this time by Liebman. Liebman made two excellent tackles there in the first half. Billingsley pulls it back with the left foot, and that's Jackson heading it away. Corner now, lifts it up and out. And Ravenio could only just watch as that one skied forward. Billingsley. The Gauchos putting the pressure on now. McBride back to Candia. Candia forward. He's going to use the right boot, and Hanson knocks it down and away for a corner. Great tackle there by Hanson. No threat of a short corner here from the Gauchos. Candia forward. That one's played down by Gillingham, and the Gauchos arguing for a handball. And that one plays out for a corner kick. The official having none of it there. Will Nichols in the middle. We'll take a second look here. That one played down by Lukovic off his arm, but it wasn't in an unnatural position. Wasn't really far away from his body. I don't think the Zags got away with that one. And that one again headed down by Gillingham. Garibay knocks it down, and he'll take the goal kick here. UCSB with 5 corners now on the matchup. Wilson. Garibay boots it forward to Kagea, now playing on the right-hand side. Jackson took a couple extra steps there and allowed Muntari to catch up with him. Jackson now battling. Lukovic against Muntari. Jackson now. Great footwork there by the Gauchos midfielders. Liebman leaves it for Wilson, and the Zags will reset once again. Wilson thought about booming it forward, but again considered the midfielder in front of him and played it to McIntosh. This time he does boom it forward, and it's way too much for Lukovic to catch up to. Ball goes to Santa Barbara. A little bit of a smaller crowd tonight than the last time we were here for the Sacramento State matchup, as Tolton plays it to Ravenio. Ravenio across. Allen's headed off the defender, Teachia. McIntosh across the middle, and that one's played out by Fabretti. Ooh, wow. Ben Roach had to play that one up and over the top of the goalpost. That one was coming a lot closer. I thought that ball was almost out. Jackson with a beautiful cross there. Roach ran out of room and decided to knock it backwards. It'll be O'Malley making his way onto the field to replace Kagea. Corner to take the corner. The official making sure that everyone knew who the substitutes were. Candia looking for a break. He's got 3 defenders back. It'll be Muntari on the right-hand side this time. Clemmensen. Knocked away by Jackson. Great save there by Muntari. Candia flicks it forward once again. Muntari with the right boot this time. Played down by Hanson. Garibay goes up for the punch. And UCSB is going to get away with a goal there. That's Clemmensen with the goal for the Gauchos. And head coach Paul Meehan for the Zags is absolutely furious right now, telling the center official Nichols to sort it out with his assistant referee. We'll take a second look at the replay from the wide angle to kind of Wilson still upset with the assistant. It was played down by Wilson. Garibay went falling down, and Clemmensen played it forward for the score. Garibay saying that he got fouled. Head coach Paul Meehan on the field right now, absolutely furious with Nichols. And you're hearing the protests of the head coach Paul Meehan, and Assistant coaches Aaron Lewis and Cam Boucher. Candia plays it forward. Liebman down, and Hanson plays it out. Tolton. Ashworth plays it back to Roach. And head coach Paul Meehan still astounded with that decision there on the near side. Trying to figure out what to do now as the Zags trail 1-0. Hanson heads it away. Corner, wins it away, plays it forward. It's Lukovic on the break. Lukovic taken down, and no foul called. Candia to Billingsley. Billingsley across, and that one played off of Ravenio and out for a throw-in this time. Candia. Oh, great little turn there by Billingsley. Billingsley gets around his defender. And played out by Hanson once again. McIntosh hits the turf, and that one's going to be a foul. Garibay to Wilson. And with just 30 minutes remaining here, Zags are going to look to change up their rotation. Ravenio went down. That was a vicious tackle there. Rodney Michael putting his hands up saying, I did it. That's my fault. Right in front of the bench, too. That's a dangerous area to be committing a foul like that. Studs right into his foot. Ugh. Yeah, that's got to be a yellow card there. Corner. It's O'Malley. Ball was one away from him. Liebman plays it forward to McIntosh. McIntosh to Ravenio. McIntosh has been one of the bright spots of the matchup so far today. Some quick feet and tackling. Look at that. Right on cue. Ravenio hits the turf, and he's looking for a call. And Roach launches it forward. And in situations like this, it feels like every single ticky-tack foul is going against you. When you get a couple big ones on the wrong side. And the official trying to just slow down the momentum just a little bit. Pull the reins back. Corner. Hustling in, overran it though from Billingsley. Ravenio has to play it out and does for a throw-in. Rodney Michael with a little bit of a grin. Played back, Wilson. It's Candia looking for the penalty, and No go there. Candia up and pleading for a penalty there, not given by the center official. It's a slide tackle from Wilson back there. Not sure what else. Michael. Billingsley. Michael across. Candia plays it down, and that one's out for a goal kick. Taking a look at this plead for a penalty from Candia, and it just fell over Nathaniel Tolton there. Not much there. Tolton was on the ground, and well, I don't know. Tolton's right foot was up in the air. Either way, no harm, no foul. Gauchos still lead the Zags here in the 64th minute. Hanson plays it forward and out of bounds. It's the most animated that I've seen head coach Paul Meehan in quite some time. Corner. Wins that tackle. Forward to Lukovic. Lukovic taken down in the box, and that's going to be a penalty. Oh, he's saying it's right outside the box. The official's saying the call is going to be from right outside the box. And we'll take a look at that one and see just where that foul occurred. And the center official here heading over to the far side. This is starting to fall apart here. The center official consulting with his assistant referee, asking if it was inside the box. And he's still going to set up the wall. Well, it'll be a good opportunity for the Zags either way. Lukovic has proven himself dangerous from this distance, as has Ravenio. Both are lined up over the ball. There's 6 in the wall here. Lukovic bends it around. Roach has to knock it over. Great save by goalkeeper Ben Roach. An absolutely beautiful strike there from Frankie Lukovic. And the Zags ready for another corner here. This one bent in. Hanson couldn't quite get to it, and it'll be a throw-in for the Zags. Kagea about to make his way in as well. He'll sub out Frankie Lukovic. Cole Ravenio here to take the throw. Ravenio launches it forward. Wilson fighting for it, heads it back. It's headed down by Theo O'Malley, but saved by Ben Roach. Great opportunity once again for the Zags. Wow, what a beautiful flick on by Wilson. O'Malley just headed it straight at the keeper. Billingsley fighting against Ravenio. Ravenio playing from the ground. That might be an indirect free kick. It's not. There it is. This one played forward for the Zags. O'Malley tried to cut under his defender, Taiachia. Hanson with plenty of time plays it back to Garibay. A little bit of a mishandle there. Billingsley across. Just too far. There's Clemmensen sliding in there looking for his second of the night. Fabretti turns and plays it all the way back to Gillingham. Gillingham's going to have to hustle to save it, and does. Ashworth plays it forward. Billingsley off the chest and out for a Gonzaga throw. McIntosh to Ravenio. Ravenio scoping out his options, chooses O'Malley, and he'll play it back to Jackson. Wilson. Tolton. Knocked down by Michael. And Conte plays it back. Allen just out there by Conte. And we're taking a look at another substitution about to be coming onto the field for the Gauchos. That'll be Finn Ballard McBride. Ravenio wins it away. Finds McIntosh, who has space. McIntosh turns. It's 5-on-4 right now. And just a lazy ball forward, one away by Billingsley. Fabretti. Mark McIntosh, sophomore, listed as a defender, but has been playing in more of that attacking role here this season. We spoke earlier about his goal against Marist in the away trip at New York City. Jackson wins that one away. McIntosh out of Folsom, California. Jackson. And we'll reset once again. Gillingham here. Plays it back to his goalkeeper in the 72nd minute. There's 18.5 remaining for the Zags to get one up on the board. But UCSB has not slowed down from their attack. Clemmensen. Oh, Clemmensen and Wilson got together there. And the official is going to give a card to Garrett Wilson there for running into Clemmensen. I think that might be more reputation than the actual tackle there for Wilson. We'll take a look at it. And Clemmensen just really fell over Wilson there. I couldn't see anything there. It was Bainham who had received the ball from Clemmensen. And the Gauchos now fighting over who's going to take this one. Billingsley, Teachia, and Candia standing over the ball. 4 in the wall for the Zags. Make that 5 now as McIntosh makes his way backwards. It's Candia or Billingsley. Candia bends it way over, not even close. And a wholesale set of substitutions for both squads here. Frankie Lukovic is going to make his way back onto the field for the Zags. And Mateo Mejia will make his way onto the field for the first time this evening. And Finn Ballard McBride returns as well. That'll give Candia his first opportunity for a breather for the evening. Lukovic came in for Tolton, so that means that the Zags are going to be more in an attacking mentality there. Tolton usually takes that holding midfielder role, or high defender, depending on how you look at it. Kagea applying pressure, but Roach launches it out for a throw. Just about 73 in the books here. UCSB leading 1-0. Lukovic turns, he'll play back to Hanson. Corner knocked down, and that'll be a free kick for the Zags. Lukovic will be bending this one in. Whole host of Zags that can get vertical. Hanging out in the back there. Hanson, Wilson, and Kagea. This one played forward to Hanson. He'll launch it up, and Roach punches it out. McIntosh plays it forward, and Roach collects. O'Malley was looking to draw the foul. He's still down on the ground back in that 6-yard box. O'Malley and Roach give themselves a little fist bump there, and Roach just went in with the knee straight into the side of O'Malley. Well, a goalkeeper says he's defending himself, an attacker says that's a penalty. Kagea. That one's knocked down. McBride. And lost control of that one, and Garibay picks it up quickly. Looks for the fast distribution. Didn't have any options open, so he'll boot this one forward. Garibay looking to find corner. Easy work for Gillingham. Raveno. McBride. McBride has Michael across from him, and he was behind everybody. Liebman to O'Malley. O'Malley swarmed by 2 defenders, make that 3, and Conte wins it away. Gauchos have gotten a little sloppy here in the last 5 minutes, just playing the ball out of bounds. The pressure to burn the time off the clock, I think, has been wearing on them just a little bit. Raveno back to Hanson, and the Zags will reset. Liebman. Jackson now plays it down. Clemmensen. UCSB has really sat back here in the last couple of minutes. They're rotating between 4-back and 3-back here as the Bulldogs press. They'll send a 4th defender backwards. So it's something between a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3. Garibay collects that one once again, and we'll take a look at another substitution here. Tolton will make his way back onto the field. Mishit by Garibay, and it'll be the Gauchos' ball. Michael turns, flips it forward to Billingsley. Corner overran it there. Billingsley took advantage, got it back to Michael. And Michael plays it off of Ravenio for a corner. Clock stopped just under 77 minutes there by the center official. It's Teachia standing over the ball. Teachia plays it forward. Bit of a scramble there. UCSB looking for a penalty, nothing called. Garibay plays it forward. Corner's got to break if he can get it. And that one played out by Teachia, and you can hear the groans from Ashworth. Ashworth over on the right-hand side. Seemed like he fell over Liebman there. And just fell over a little awkwardly, and they've got a second man down, Teachia, over on the left-hand side, number 9. Yeah, they're following out of your frame. Ashworth having his ankle being looked at by the UCSB athletic trainer. Ashworth, a junior defender out of Laguna Beach, California. Transfer from University of San Francisco, so he's familiar with the Zags. Taking a look at head coach Paul Meehan here, shouting instructions to Johnny Hanson. That looked as pointed as it could be. Move the ball forward. 77 minutes here in the books at Luger Field in Spokane, Washington. Beautiful, crisp evening here. You're watching the WCC Network here on Stadium. Teachia didn't receive any treatment, so he's fine to continue on. It'll be Ashworth who will have to wait for permission to re-enter the field. No substitution from him, or for him, rather. It'll be a throw from Ravenio here. Moves it forward to Hanson. That's exactly what head coach Paul Meehan was talking about. Ravenio once again to Liebman this time. He'll look for a cross and decide against it. Plays it back to Tolton. Jackson tries to reset the field here. And a tough play there from Jackson. And just overrun by McBride. Hanson. Tolton. Michael now played down by Hanson. And it didn't look like it touched Will Bainham on the way out, so it'll be out for a corner for UCSB once again. Teachia once again lining up for a corner kick here. The clock has continued to run this time around. The officials stopped the clock the last time. Teachia this time plays it forward. Garibay with a punch out and pulls it back again. Great stop there by Garibay. Wilson couldn't handle it, and that one's going to slide past Garibay, just out of the reach for a goal kick. Lucky there, everyone was caught out of position. Jackson played it back to Wilson, just out of the reach of the diving Garibay. Whew. Liebman, won away by McBride. Muntari steps over Liebman. Muntari plays it to McBride. Back to Billingsley. Billingsley crosses it forward. Conte had it won away by McIntosh, and that's going to be a yellow card by Conte. Just 10 minutes remaining here in the second half. Zags trailing 1-0. Wilson. Hanson. Hanson looking for options forward, decides to cross it all the way forward to Jackson. Just a little bit shallow there. Lukovic. And Wilson will reset. Flat back four now for UCSB. With a diamond shape in the middle. Hanson plays it forward off the head, a corner. McIntosh sprinting forward. See, McIntosh has made a whole lot out of nothing over the course of this game. He's really made his own magic. And the Zags are looking for more of the same. Raveno here trying to break around the corner. Billingsley. And that one played out by Hanson to stop the break. Conte booms it forward to Muntari. And just a bit too long. Jackson asks for it back. And tackled away by Bynum. Kagea with a little bit of fancy footwork there. Back to Jackson, who does the same. And that one tackled away. Muntari now. Muntari. And Muntari plays it out. He was looking for a foul. Nothing coming, though. We're seeing Theo O'Malley check in at the midfield stripe. He'll make his way onto the field at the next stoppage. Garibay looking for corner, but again, just a little bit too shallow. Raveno. Liebman. Gillingham. Raveno has been a lot more active here in the second half than he was in the first. Still playing that comfortable left-hand side, but he seems to have been taking over control of the midfield a little bit more than they were in the first half. Tolton goes up for a header and wins it away from McBride. Raveno now plays it down. And Wilson will play it back with a head to Garibay. Wilson. Lukovic. Lukovic just poor first touch there, and it plays out of bounds. And the Gauchos will take their time deciding who's going to throw this one in. 83.5 in the books. And another foul throw there from UCSB. Jackson. Little bit of confusion here on the substitution. It's a UCSB throw, so Tolton and O'Malley will have to switch positions once again. Head coach Paul Meehan just hanging his head in disgust there. And some of the fans letting the center official here really hear it. Wow, what a ball forward there. It's just Hanson and Wilson back. Numbers for UCSB here. Michael launches it forward, and that one's well wide. Head coach Paul Meehan sarcastically asking if that goal kick is going to be for the Zags. Tolton and O'Malley finally do make that switch. And it's becoming desperation time here for the Zags. 5 minutes remaining in this second half. Zags trailing 1-0. You're watching the WCC Network here on Stadium. Liebman plays it forward for Corner. Corner has a nice run on his defender Billingsley, but Billingsley turns the corner, and Gillingham knocks it away. McIntosh in the middle, swarmed by a couple defenders, and that'll be a free kick for the Zags. McIntosh plays it back. Jackson. Lukovic has a couple attackers out wide right. Finds Jackson. What a great ball by Frankie Lukovic. Jackson now crosses through the middle. Played away by the defenders. Wilson shields the ball for Jackson. Lukovic challenged by a couple defenders. Couldn't get the ball off his feet there. On a great looking tackle there by Jackson. Lukovic turns, send it back to Hanson. 3 1/4 remaining. Nobody could play that one down. Ravenio challenging for it and wins himself the throw. Ravenio knocked it away from Billingsley, and Billingsley knocked it out of bounds. Zags with more of an opportunity than I think they deserved there. Ravenio Ravenio with the throw, gets it into the box. Wilson tries to flick it backwards. And Michael clears it high and out. Jackson looked like he momentarily lost it in the lights. Ravenio all the way back to Liebman. It's become Liebman and Jackson in the back as Wilson has stayed forward, try to help with the headers. 2 minutes remaining. Liebman. Just too far for O'Malley to catch up to. Whoa. Scissor kick, and that one's too high from Muntari. That'll be an indirect free kick here for Garibay with a minute and a half remaining. Everybody forward here for the Zags. Garibay plays it forward. Easy work for keeper Ben Roach. And we've got just over a minute remaining here. Roach. Michael now moving forward. Crosses over Wilson. Michael. That one played down by Garibay and out for a corner kick. Bainham was there. And 89:15 on the clock, and the official blows the ball dead. Head coach Tim Von Stieg clearly upset that the clock was stopped for that corner kick. I think it's been a bit of a rough game all the way around for the officials. And it's going to be a short corner here, played down by UCSB. Billingsley fighting for it. McIntosh gets it, sends the throw forward. Lukovic now sprinting forward. That one played out of bounds by Muntari. No help on that near side bench for Lukovic. He'll toss it back to Ravenio. Seconds left here in the second half. Conte played it out of bounds. Ravenio again with a throw. Ravenio forward. O'Malley. That won't go. Liebman now looking for it. He'll play it down. Sends it back to Jackson. 10 seconds remaining here. Kagea. Forward to Lukovic. Lukovic sends it forward. It's over the head of Roach. And that'll do it for the Zags once again. UCSB takes this one 1-0 over the Zags, and the look of devastation for the Bulldogs as they fall to 0-5 to start this season. Ben Roach receiving some congratulations here as you take a look at Johan Garibay on the 18. Clearly just exhausted from the amount of effort that it took forward against this UCSB team. So close again for the Zags. Another one ends in heartbreak. For the Gauchos, they move on to 2-2 overall on the season, and as we mentioned earlier, they'll take on Oregon State next after playing number 16 Virginia Tech and Cal, who are both receiving votes. Garibay now finally making his way forward to give some handshakes to the Gauchos. Another tough one for the Zags here at Luger Field. They fall 1-0 to the UCSB Gauchos. I'll take a look at some highlights to wrap it all up. Thanks again for joining us here on the WCC Network on Stadium. Wish we had a better result for you tonight. Zags falling 0-5 overall on the season. UCSB improving to 2-0. Once again, thank you for watching. Tune in next time as the Gonzaga women's soccer team takes on Idaho State next Friday night at 7 p.m. Until then, I'm Mark Natale signing off. Thanks again for watching here on the WCC Network on Stadium.